Y'all really finna let Trick Daddy come on my internet and disrespect me like this? Not today. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. What's going on, y'all? It's time for another King of Reed's TV video. Girl, a lot happened Friday, and I was unable to give y'all the content that y'all needed, but I'm gonna give it to y'all right now. Let's start from the beginning. Kim Kardashian, Kanye West. Whew, I just have to take a breather. Let's back up. First of all, when did Drake and Kanye West have a beef? I didn't know nothing about it. Like, I was unaware. I really don't pay attention to them too much. But honestly, when I heard the news and saw Kanye West on Twitter, I was looking like, Kanye, if you don't sit down and just shut up. So Kanye went on a Twitter rant and started just tweeting. I feel like I'm telling this story again. I feel like I'm in some damn parallel fucking universe or some shit. Like, how many times have we told this story? So Kanye West has got on Twitter. Apparently Drake reached out to him to try to clear a song. He wanted to do some music or some shit using Kanye West's shit. And the person texts Kanye West asking him, is he okay with Drake using his shit? Are you gonna clear it? So Kanye West got on Twitter and started posting screenshots of the conversation and stuff, and was just going all off about Drake contacting him, like, you need to be contacting me. Why are you not texting me? Why are you not contacting me? What's the issue? Kanye's whole argument is Drake thinks that Kanye West was the one that told Pusha T that he had a son. Apparently Kanye West was privy to the information. I don't know how. And Drake has been mad and throwing subliminals. And Kanye West don't like it. He just ain't feeling it. He don't like it at all. And just going on a temper tantrum. We still don't know to this day if he even cleared the music for Drake. And the beef went on for like 30 minutes to an hour. Apparently Drake did reach out. They had a conversation. Who knows where it's at now? And after all of this is going on, Kim Kardashian takes her ass on Twitter and says some stuff talking about she wants to be an advocate for mental illness, like stop saying this and da-da-da. It's amazing how quick Kim Kardashian gets on to like say something about her deranged husband who's out here always saying some shit versus calling out other stuff. Like it just never seems to amaze me when Kim Kardashian wants to use her platform. Like it just doesn't shock me at all. And Kim Kardashian, like, does need to take Kanye's phone. Like, honestly, I'm waiting on to report that y'all got a divorce, honestly. I'm tired of hearing both of y'all. Be gone! Honestly, Kris Jenner is probably the only one I trust to take both of y'all phones, because ain't none of y'all making no sense. So during all this mess is going on, our good girl, that black-white girl, ooh, Patty LaBelle girl, let's get it together. Ariana Grande gets on Twitter and promotes her music. She said, girl, I don't know, these adults are here fighting, but we got music to promote, and here's the song, go check it out, whatever. Now, Ariana Grande should have sat there and played her keys and played her notes and mind her own business. Now, she pulled that little white, innocent white girl shit, got into some bullshit, and folks responded, they said, like, girl, like, we live for you, sis, but you ain't finna, like, don't come into all this. Now, that was very petty. Kanye West responded, and like, girl, don't try. And Ariana Grande apologized. She was just like, I was just trying to promote music, da-da-da. But that was messy. It was very messy.
I'm messy? Very.
It was very messy, and it was deliberate messy. Like, you should just came out and just said, hey, here's my song, da-da-da. But you used this situation, these two men beefing, to promote your music. And that's what it was at the end of the day, Ariana Grande. Like, that's what you was. You were trying to be petty, and people didn't like it. Sometimes pettiness gets a good reaction, and sometimes it gets a bad reaction. Since you tried to play this white woman role, now you acting like you shocked and all this. Now, doing this as well, Pete Davidson gets on Instagram, is talking about, like, I guess trying to expose Ariana Grande. Like, yeah, Kanye, stick up for this. Like, you tell her, you get her right. And then he also shares that he's going through some mental stuff, and he feels like he's just not gonna be on this planet any longer, what have you. Like, a lot was going on. Not only that, because girl, the shit don't stop there. Nicki Minaj gets on Twitter, because y'all know she already defended an abuser. She also gets on Twitter to say something about Pete Davidson and mental illness, like, and bullying and all this. Like, you ain't had your fans harass this woman and talk about her child. Like, you had fans sending messages like threats and stuff like, Nicki, now you concerned with mental health? Like, Nicki, shut that shit up. I don't give a damn how much this man is making you feel and all that. Like, shut the hell up. Like, honestly, all these fools made a fool of themselves, from Kanye West to Kim Kardashian West to Ariana Grande to Pete Davidson to Nicki Minaj. All of y'all ass needs to be on the jackass wall for this week, because this bullshit y'all tried to pull Friday didn't make any damn sense. Like, y'all grown folks got all this money, but y'all spending y'all time on Twitter stirring mess up. Bitch, I can't. Can y'all leave the fucking internet to some folks who are trying to actually create some goddamn substantial fucking content? All the music that you put out recently, Ariana, I'm here for it. But this mess that you did to promote, and you have a song coming out or doing some music with Miley Cyrus, girl, I'm gonna have to keep my eye on your ass. But girl, I don't really have too much to say to Kanye West. This is the same stuff we've always said. Kanye West is going to tap dance, whatever, do whatever. He just likes attention. At this point, I feel like we should just like ignore him at this point. Like, he's gonna continue to do it. He wants it so bad. He's also on Twitter doing this lost Israelite bullshit, and I'm like, girl, if you gonna live this life, if you gonna, like, he didn't change his Twitter advert to the world or something, and now he's trying to be like this lost tribe in Africa or something, I don't know. But if you gonna go and be a hotep, Kanye, the first rule in being a hotep is not marrying a white woman, and you've already done that, so bro, you lost. But moving on to more relevant and positive news, shout out to our girl Janet Jackson, who was inducted in the Rock Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Janet Jackson, the queen of ASMR, the queen of control, the queen of everything, not note control or singing control or range or whatever, but the queen of ASMR and all that. Like, we're gonna give Janet Jackson her flowers since she's here with us. Like, we're gonna do that. And I'm just like, she should have been in there, honestly, because Janet Jackson is that girl. Like, she's that girl. I'm like, who else can whisper and still make you in the mood like Janet? Nobody. Y'all know Offset is on his Apologize, Apologize tour. He wants, what's the name, for Christmas? He wants Cardi B to come home for Christmas. I just want him to shut the hell up. Cardi B is the first woman to headline Rolling Loud's festival. And Offset used this time to completely, like, make this about him. Yikes. But y'all know, check out my whole video about that. I talked about that whole thing in detail, girl. Check it out. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. Give y'all some light news. Benzino's house has been ransacked. Apparently, some folks found out that he had some drugs in the house, and they went and kicked his door down, and they raided his house and got all the drugs out. Now Benzino is on social media talking about some their racism, like, caused all this. I think that's a little bit of what it is, but Benzino, I would say that you up to your neck in charges, but you don't have that much neck, and you don't have much say so on this. Like, girl, I just, like, you ain't that person to be out here saying that. Like, you ain't been saying nothing, so now you want to talk about some, oh, Benzino. Like, last time we saw you, girl, you was getting your ass kicked on Love and Hip Hop reunion couch. Like, girl, like, I hope Benzino figures it out. But that mugshot was funny as hell. So we at the end, we got to talk about Ebro and Kodak Black. So Kodak Black did an interview with Hot 97, and he was supposed to be talking about his album, all this other stuff, all the things he's working on, and da 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 da. That's normally what happens. But Ebro said, you know what? I'm going to change the game. I'm going to do something new. I'm going to hold this man accountable. A man holding another man accountable? And hip hop? Oh my God, shocking, I know. Ebro came on very fierce and strong right out the gate during the interview. And Kodak Black was not here for it. Like, my father always told me about men like Kodak Black that will probably do things to women, like, you know, abuse women, but when it comes to men, they don't respond the same way. The energy is not the same. And Kodak Black gave me that in that interview. Like, Ebro was on his ass, and Kodak Black was so uncomfortable. He was so uncomfortable. And Ebro started asking him the questions. Now, he gave time for Kodak to explain himself. He gave him his stuff. He gave him his coupons. Said, like, you talented. Like, asked him some good questions. But he was like, look, do you regret any of the things that you did in the past? We need to talk about, you know, this rape allegation and stuff. Do you feel comfortable talking about it? If you don't, we can talk about it next, but what's up? Kodak Black didn't feel like talking about it. And he was like, fuck this shit, I ain't talking about it. And he got up and he left. And Ebro was like, fuck, you ain't gonna tell me what I can't talk about on my radio show. And people were saying, you should not said that, he should not did that. Like, people's in the comments going off on Ebro. Some folks was accusing Ebro of trying to be Charlamagne. I don't see how Ebro is trying to be Charlamagne, but I've never honestly seen Charlamagne hold any abusers accountable. I mean, he hasn't even hold himself accountable for his actions, so yikes. So Ebro did what he had to do, and I support him 100%. I wish we could have more of this. Now, my only issue is we're focusing so much energy on the person that has done the abuse instead of the energy on the victim. And honestly, I read up on the whole story with this situation with this woman, and that shit was disturbing, very disturbing. Like the stuff that he's been accused of, and he has a trial, I think, sometime this month, and he probably won't go to trial, I think, until next year or something. Like, it's an ongoing case. Like, the stuff is serious. And he probably finna do some time. He probably finna be in jail for like 30 years, like some Law and Order SVU type of shit. And I think we need to be spending that time, like, although we don't know who the victim is, we don't know that person, like, we need to be supporting the victims. We don't need to be spending all this energy, like, this person is able to have these interviews and all that. Like, it's trash. And I think about the folks who say, well, such and such is talented. Like, he can be abusive, but he's talented. No, that's the same thing. I don't think folks understand that a lot of abusers use their talent to get away with shit. Like, if you don't think about that, look at something like, I forgot what it is, but I learned about it in my psychology class. But there's a lot of people who have talent and have great skills, and they use it to get away with stuff. I'm giving you a prime example. And I'm not trying to compare the two, but I'm just saying that, look, there's a pattern of folks who have been abusers and stuff and have some type of talent. I'm not even gonna say his name, but you can look him up, y'all. I ain't gonna say, because y'all ain't forget my ass flag. But yeah, we got to, like, it's got to be talked about. And I have to get on Trick Daddy ass. Trick Daddy did a response video, and he basically just went at Ebro and was just like, what the fuck going on? Like, Trick Daddy is so out of touch with everything, like out of touch with just every damn thing. If you don't sit your Mac Callister fucking stuffed spud looking ass down somewhere, I just don't understand why Trick Daddy, the same individual who told black women that these Latinx women, if they learn how to fry chicken, y'all gonna be out of jobs. Like, that's the only thing that black women supposed to do is just be there for their men and cook chicken. Ooh, abusers support other abusers. That's a whole nother conversation. But this is the same individual, very anti-black, very ignorant, and here talking about some, you should be holding somebody accountable. First of all, he is a grown-ass man. Ebro is a grown-ass man, and you're a grown-ass child. So if you don't sit your fucking father time looking ass down somewhere and find some damn business, Trick Daddy, you ain't making no sense. And honestly, the way you look like you about to be inside of a microwave, like you are really expired, you might need to find you somewhere else to go. Like, find you some business. Like, it literally, like, your whole spirit gives me a clock that keeps blinking 12 o'clock, because you need to be reset. And it seems like your ass is like the walking dead around here. Like, girl, get your shit together. Now, when Trick Daddy said all this and Kodak Black was being, you know, dragged and stuff, there was a couple of comments and stuff that I did not agree with. People were using Trick Daddy and as well as Kodak Black's skin tone to make jokes. Never, never, never is colorism okay. We cannot be holding abusers accountable and talking about like their skin tone. We cannot use that. We need to be talking about their behavior, not their skin tone, because there are a lot of people who look just like Kodak Black and Trick Daddy. They have the same skin tone. I'm dark skinned, and that's not what we need to be talking about. Like, we need to be talking about their behavior, and there's nothing wrong with their skin tone. They have beautiful skin. Now, honestly, Trick Daddy can do some stuff to make it seem like he ain't bubbling and shit, like he no bubbling grits, but his skin tone is beautiful. We got to get out of that shit. We have to be careful using certain type of words like grimy, dirty, burnt, and all that. And I saw some stuff from some folks who are doing the work and have large platforms, but that moment right there saying stuff like that was not the work. It was not the work, and it's dangerous saying stuff like that. So we have to make sure that we're staying on task. Like, I've learned a lot. Honestly, shout out to Angry Black Homo, because he even taught me how liberals use jokes like Putin and Trump, like how Saturday Night Live keep making jokes about Trump's relationship with Putin and using the gay jokes. That shit is dangerous. Like, we can talk about something else besides it. We don't have, like, there are gay people exist, and other folks who say they doing the work, but some here using fat phobic language. And I saw somebody comment on my video not too long ago and said, well, we ain't gonna be able to say anything at one point. I imagine how many folks thought that same shit when black folks and white folks out here doing blackface with red lips and shit. See what Prada just did not too long ago? See how I just whipped that shit in? You don't know about it. But I appreciate you all checking me out, honey. I don't have much to say on, Kodak Black and Trick Daddy in full force, but you might want to check out the newest episode of For the Culture Podcast. Me and Adrian are trying to drop a new episode for you all before the end of this year. So be waiting on that. I love you all. I appreciate you all for supporting me on down the road. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Bye.